Hello everyone, and welcome to Session 6 of Baldur's Gate 3 5th Edition. Last time we finished up checking out the crypt underneath the chapel, came outside, and after carefully moving our way through some weeds that managed to take Gale down twice, found the lady that we had been captured with back up on the ship that helped us escape. We released her from a cage in this area and killed these two tieflings in order to do so, and then we spent a few extra moments learning about wizard spells. But for now, we are alive and relatively well, and we're going to be carrying on our way, seeing if we can't find some more water, and also see if we can't find some things that might get us some more experience, as it can be noted on the character sheet screen. We have an experience tracker down here, and we are currently more than 2/3 of the way to level 3, and upon reaching level 3, not only will we get more skills and abilities, we will get more spell slots and more maximum HP. And so if Gale is level 2 at 14 HP, if we can level him up, he might just get 7 extra health without needing to rest first, and that would be quite the boon. So, let's just double check our inventory, see if there's anything we want to change. You have a couple of potions of healing, you have a couple of potions of healing, as do you. Lots of food that we can't use for healing, but we can use later on when we need to eat something in order to long rest. Several extra weapons, short swords, quarterstaffs and such. Let's check who's equipped with what. Tell you what. This is an Amulet of Lost Voices. Speak with Dead, Necromancy level 3. Nobody's wearing necklace currently. Alright. We'll pop that on and we gain Speak with Dead once per long rest, thanks to the Amulet of Lost Voices. That's nice to have. Anything else worth worrying about in here? Lots of short bows, quarterstaffs, several daggers. Nobody can use a maul or a war pick. Nobody can use heavy armor. Leather armor, light +2. Okay, who is wearing what? Let's figure that out before we carry on any further. Padded armor, 11 +2, disadvantage on stealth rolls. Padded armor, 11 +3, disadvantage on stealth rolls. Medium chain shirt. Gale, I assume you were wearing, wizard robes. We started here, padded armor. So I think our rogue should not be wearing padded armor. So we will send that to Astarion, and Astarion will swap that out. Doesn't look nearly as fancy, but that disadvantage on stealth rolls is killer. So now we'll be a little bit more efficient in our stealth rolls as a rogue sneaking around, which really does seem ideal. Nobody is proficient in heavy armor. Oh, we have even more suits of leather armor. So if we bring one of these back. Silvar. Stop wearing padded armor. Get some nice tidy leather stuff on you. Any more for any more leather armor, padded armor, leather shields. Only the cleric has proficiency with shields. Lots of things for selling later. We'll worry about that when we find a merchant. 3 things of water. A couple of books. Alright. We will be on our way. Question is, where? Because I do not want to find myself in a very large and dangerous fight. Now is not the time for it. Alright, spoiler alert. I do know what happens at this gate once we walk around this corner. As our characters have just said, noises ahead. Be careful. We need to be better prepared for this upcoming fight than we currently are. Unfortunately, I don't think... This is the beach where we washed up. We've been around here. We've done all this stuff. I don't think there's going to be anything fruitful for us there. We've been bottlenecked into this pass, and so if we don't want to die, we're going to have to take great care in being prepared for what comes ahead. So, let's see. Unfortunately, last time we put... Where is it? The false life spell in our spell book, which is wonderful because it means we now have the ability to cast that on another occasion. However, it does come with the caveat that we are unable to cast it right now. We need to take a long rest before we can choose to have this equipped. So that's going to work against us. Shadowheart does not have any spell slots left. Astarion can still sneak attack. We have our 2 Warlock spell slots left from a short rest. And otherwise, we don't really have anything going for us. Shadowheart, in fact, does have a Scroll of Guiding Bolt and a Scroll of Inflict Wounds. And we know that those are both on the Cleric spell list because she can cast those spells anyway. Those spells are not spells that Gale can put in his Wizard spellbook because they are not on the Wizard spell list in 5th edition. So perhaps she won't be as weak in this fight as we were concerned about. However, I am going to sacrifice one of our potions to Gale so that he can get some of his HP back. He's currently on 1 of 14. Oh, that's so rough. So... Potions give you 2d4 plus 2. That means that you take a 4-sided dice, roll it again, add those 2 numbers together and add 2. This little chat box here can tell us that... it won't tell us the exact equation, but we can deduce that it was 1 plus 2 is 4. So that's less than ideal. I'd really rather not consume another one if I don't have to. But right now, we're already under the benefit of mage armor. These things can't help us. Shadowheart has no spell slots left to cast Healing Word. So we might have to have Gale heal once more with one of these. We're up to 11 of 14. And Silvar has his ability where he gains temporary hit points equal to his charisma modifier and warlock level combined every time he kills something. And so we're actually rocking a nice high healthy 19 hit points at the moment. So we will split our stack of potions, pass one off to Gale. And then if we check our armor class, you're currently at 15, 14, 17, and 13. So we are the weakest in the bunch at the moment, which, according to what I've read about the AI in this game, AI will try and focus down on whoever has the lowest armor class. So that is currently us with our extra health. I think we can handle that. I'd like Astarion to be on more health as well, but I just don't want to spend that many potions in this moment. So we will walk to the bottom of this ramp here. There's another ancient rune circle we can activate. Rule number 3 says that we can only travel to camp from one of these rune circles We cannot just do it willy-nilly from any location that we like. There's no treasures down there to be found. There is a chunk of beach over there. Perhaps we can get there from whatever this is, but we don't know what that is yet, so let's not inquire too much into it. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
That's not a goblin.
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
Oh, that's definitely goblins.
Cannon! No!
Shit! Form a line!
Alright. We are all in. Initiatives rolled. And we've got the rogue and the cleric up first. Now, I would like the rogue to be up high, ready to take pop shots with his bow. So we're going to have him bonus action dash. And then regular action dash as well. And I think that's sufficient. We can crawl up to the edge when we're ready to do so. Shadow Heart. Please don't crash. If we're using cantrips, I think I'm going to focus on the things that have the fewest hit points. Unless... I mean, I've got a better chance to hit you, 55%. I guess we'll go with that.
Intended.
And of course, they make the save. Somebody's sleeping. Thank Lord it's not Gale. That's a neat trick. Gale. We've still got some big spells. Don't know if we're in range for them though. So, Witch Bolt, I don't know if we've used it yet. If I can hit with it, it'll do 1d12 lightning, and then I'll be concentrating on it, which means I'm using my mental acuity to maintain that spell. And then each turn, I can do another d12 of damage to that creature without having to make the attack roll, because we're already linked by a arc of lightning, not a lark of lightning. Okay, so we hit. We only hit for 2, but you can see our beam of lightning there is now in effect. Gosh, how many of them are there? Alright, that's one guy down. One of ours. I say ours. The green guys, not the red guys. Rallied. What is rallied? Maximum hit points increased by 8. But I'm guessing you didn't... Oh, we have 8 temp hit points. That's nice. And now for silver. Right, first of all, we're going to apply Hex to somebody. And we're going to focus down the weakest creatures so they have fewer actions than we do eventually, hopefully. And that is a nat 1. Roll 1. Critical failure. We've spent our bonus action, we've spent our action. I'm just moving slightly closer towards the cliff. And then the warg will take its turn.
Get to the high ground! Raiders, charge the battle!
That's the sleeping person hit. Now, do we think we can hide and sneak attack this guy? Well, that was a success. So close. Maybe he'll try and move away from us. We'll get an opportunity attack to finish the job. Shadowheart. Right. That warg is big and scary. The bugbear is currently witch bolted. There's still like 5 more of them elsewhere. Summon an illusion to distract your enemies. You and your allies receive advantage on attack rolls against a creature if both the attacker and the illusion are within 10 feet of it. Well, that's not very far on range. – 70% against a target with 24 health. Fingers crossed. 14 is good, and we now have whoever takes their next attack against that creature has advantage on their attack. Unfortunately, none of these guys are undead, otherwise we could turn them and try and give ourselves some advantage. You got 1 health left, buddy. Do something about it. Or just keep moving in a perpetual state of error. Good hit.
Tormentor.
Another one of theirs down. Gale. So, earlier, as I said, we attacked with Witch Bolt. Now we have this. This was the original spell. No, this was the original spell. This was where our potion was before we consumed it in our taskbar. So this is Activate Witch Bolt, which is the spell that we already have activated. So this won't use a spell slot, but it will do 1d12 damage to the creature near us. We just have to get a little bit closer. And they take 8 good damage, which is excellent. These tricky goblins. How are you not dead, sir? Oh, there's a man who can wield a blade. So, we got struck there, and we were concentrating on our hex. And now that we have failed our concentration check, it's not going to show us what the concentration check was, but we can no longer concentrating on our hex spell. Astarion's going to kill you with 1 hit point left. You have 5, you have 17, you have 19. Nobody over there. I guess we're just going to classic Eldritch Blast. And with that, we get some more temporary hit points, or at least I thought we would. I guess we don't because we have other temporary hit points, perhaps? Reckless Warcry. Man, this is a slaughter. Shadowheart. No good. Excuse me? Thank you. Astarion, please stab this guy to death. Thank you very much. And then you're a rogue, so you may hide as a bonus action. That's a big hit. We are still concentrating on Witch Bolt, so we will just simply activate that for 1 whole damage, and then just kind of hide around the corner a bit. Witch Bolt will stay active. Yeah, he's not happy about the current situation, put it that way. Alright, I think we're going to start focusing fire on the guy that threatens our lives most. That's interesting. Our spear, when the spear misses its target, the wielder's next attack with that target is made with advantage. We just attacked with Eldritch Blast, but as far as I can tell, we are still gaining that benefit, which might be a bug, but mechanically we can't do anything about it. We're also going to come and stand here, so we're in the way of Gale, and cast Hellish Rebuke. So if we are hit, we will do 2d10 damage to the creature that hits us. Shadowheart. I'm going to pop this guy down like here. So now if we're within a certain range of this, our attacks against other creatures will have advantage, I think. The sneaky rogue. Are you currently hidden? Can I see that? I cannot. I think Will needs some help. That will certainly do him some good. And activate that Witch Bolt. Excellent. He's down. We've got XP. That ends the Witch Bolt It's not like Hex where we can move it from opponent to opponent. It just remains for one creature. That's why we picked something with a lot of hit points. And we'll just end there. Silver. With one creature left. Okay.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Alright. Our party regroups. We are alive. We are very close to level 3. And now we can just pick these corpses clean for their loot.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Yes, we could all do with a long rest, but until we find some water, we can't. But let's just go down, find whatever loot we can. Scroll of Grease, gold, a ritual staff. Anything that we don't equip, we can just be selling later. Gloves of Power. Creatures hit by an attack may receive a D4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. Interesting. Why would you be carrying around 3 skulls? That's a very goblin-y thing to be doing, isn't it? Gold, short bow. At some point I'd like to find a long bow to upgrade Astarion's capabilities. Gold, weapon. We cannot take from the fallen heroes here. That would be qualified as stealing, and we're not all about that life at the moment. A broken loot, don't care. Ramira, Warg, Aladrin. The Brawler, we've already checked, haven't we? And the Bugbear. 3 gold. Is that the corpse of a creature there, or is it just a ring of stones? Shadowheart, you have a shovel. Can you actually use it in any random location that you want to? No, you can just throw it. Okay, good to know. Alright, so, atop this hilltop, among many bodies and blood-stained ground, we have survived another pretty intense combat. We still have one short rest left, although right now we're not too badly hurt. Let's put myself in with the rest of the party there. And that will be all for today. Next time we'll either decide to go and see what's behind the overgrown portcullis, or possibly go hunt this way, see if we can't find any abandoned camps or anything in search of precious water, so that when we do wish to long rest, we are able to do so. Anyhow, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing so you'll find out when the next episode goes live. I'm hoping to start moving these to daily uploads sometime in the afternoon UK time. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.